Okay, what a day. What a day it has been. Good to be here, really. And I didn't think I would. And those of you who are watching this live or have been in our chat room, you know that I'm having a, well, not an A-game day, but in kind of a lull in the fire, so to speak. Got a few minutes while my client works on something else that we're doing, and so anyway, here we are. You want some good news? I have some. As a matter of fact, today arrived a package that I have yet to open. It's in this box right here. This is a box from Amazon.com. Okay, as you can see from the little logo on the side. Got it? Have my trusty knife, and we're going to open the box, folks. You are seeing this for the first time right here. The first of many boxes, by the way, that are coming in, but this is the most critical component. Using the wrong blade of my knife, folks. Let me get the box opening blade. Okay, and we'll just open this puppy like that and like that. And oh, I see the tape is stuck to the inside. The knife wasn't the problem. It was whoever packed this box taped the packing to the box top. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Hope you can see this, and I'll bring you a little bit closer view here in a moment. Now that we have the box open, we will dispense with the extra material. Kind of like Christmas, folks. And in this box is this envelope. Okay, it says Amazon.com right there. See? Amazon.com. So what's in the envelope? Let's find out. I know. Drum roll, please. As we open the envelope, and that's a sturdy envelope, folks. It is. Look at that. Look at that. On one end is a DVI connection, and on the other is an HDMI. Got it? DVI. Now, by the way, I've got a graphics card in my computer for 4 monitors, and the little cable that comes out has a DVI connector on it, so I got to plug this in, okay? But everything's HDMI now, okay? So you have to have a cable that, you know, adapts back and forth, an adapter cable. And I've actually got 4 of these puppies in this envelope. Isn't that exciting? No, you say. All right, well, okay, you don't like my toys? Fine. Maybe you'll like this one. Oh, it's heavy. I better do this a different way. Please open other side. That's what it says. All right, let me off it goes. All right, folks, here we have it. The box. What's in this box? Well, I know. Oh, this is the only good thing that's happened to me today, folks. Yes, it's been a bad day. And it's not over. Carefully and surgically opening. I don't want the knife to cut any further than I want. You know, I don't want to cut what's inside. You understand what I mean by that? Okay. All right. In this box is a bunch of stuff. Okay. And okay. If you need repair service, got some instructions there. Additional information in Chinese, French, Spanish, and English. And here is a book with a link to the PDF manual. It is also written in numerous languages, but the English section of this book the entire book is in English, and it is 45 pages. The operational manual on whatever's in this box is 45 pages long. Power cord. Power supply. Power cord and power supply to what, you might ask? Oh, and this is kind of taped, so we'll kind of undo the tape. And of course, one of the things that I want to be careful to do is preserve. I've learned this the hard way, is to preserve the boxes, because when you take this on the road, which I very much intend to do, this is it, folks. You want to be able to use the boxes to pack them. It's just a better idea. Boxes won't last forever, but use them as long as you can. So I'm securing the tape to where it won't stick to anything, and one more piece of tape, it looks like. We've got one more piece of tape. You want to see this down here, don't you? Okay, we can do that. We can have it. This place is a mess, by the way, and but the reason it's a mess is that we've been making some improvements. Please pardon our dust. We have walls. Yes, we here at PJNET, we build walls. Okay. All right, you're seeing this for the first time, just like this has been, folks. Sunbelt Girl knows this. This has been on my wish list for years and years and years. When I originally put this on my wish list, it was over $3,000. They have gone down substantially. Substantially. Okay, let me turn my microphone up. Not that you couldn't have heard me before, but you should be able to hear me a little better today. Okay. Now, this is interesting. I wonder if I'll be able to get a better shot. All right, folks, here you see the future of PJNET. And there it is. Wrong camera. Thank you. Let me help you out here. There it is. A video mixer with a touch screen. Handles up to 4 HDMI video inputs. And here there's the back where you hook up. But not only is it a video mixer, you can plug 4 microphones into it. So if you plug in HDMI, HDMI includes audio, like your television. Okay, see the screen? Got an HDMI. All right, so there's audio and video in the same cable. However, you can also use this as an audio mixer alone. Okay, and folks, I am just shaking. This is so good. All right, this is actually a touch screen right here. That is so good. And that, folks, is just the beginning of what we're going to do. Hey, you want to see a different shot of that? Let me help you out. Want to see it from over there? Okay. Now, there's that. Now, this is our old mixer board here. So one of the things that I wanted to get this so that I could get the footprint of everything. Now, as you can tell, these two, this one is long and it's high at the back. But I'm going to just, for heck, what the heck, let's try something. And see if I move my audio mixer. Well, I can't because everything's wired in and the wires are, so we can't. But I can say this mixer is about, it looks to be less than 3 inches wider, but it's definitely, well, here, let me give you some perspective. There they are, pretty much butted up to one another, and you can see it doesn't protrude back near as far. The elevation from front to back seems to be a little different too, because that matters, because that elevation is going to impact. These monitors are going to have to be raised up, but I don't want to raise them up much, because the camera that you see, well, you can't really see it, but the camera, the main camera, the just front, facing camera, needs to be kind of eye level, so I don't have a lot of room to fidget around with stuff. Now, what was I going to do? I was going to attempt, I may have to move my coffee cup and my Copenhagen and my knife and my mouse, okay? And let's see. Oh, I can't move the soundboard because the wires won't reach. The wires are literally holding it in place, so to speak. But with a little effort, yes indeed, a little effort and Vaseline, I can put this right here and try to get some perspective, okay? And this is looking very good, folks. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm getting a little glare from the lights above on the touch screen. I may have to do something there. But I like the touch screen because it's intuitive. Another possibility is to somehow, well, if I shim that thing up a little bit, like that, yeah. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here, folks. Yeah, I can shim this thing up. See what I'm talking about? Like that. Okay. I'm liking it, folks. These, by the way, not only have they come down, this is the newer generation that does higher resolutions than we're going to do. But in any event, that's the gear. Let me try to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. So that is our joyous moment for the evening. PJNET will be bringing that online. Well, it depends on how the outcome of tonight is. It looked very much like I was going to be up all night restoring a server, or fixing this problem that's trying to put Humpty Dumpty, trying to like putting a broken glass back together. That's the worst case scenario, and it looks like we're going to avoid the worst case scenario. So that's good. I'm going to shut this down. One of the things the reason we want this video mixer, by the way, it has a USB output that I can plug in directly to the computer so that we can stream that, and I still have another 8, but I'm saying it takes away some of the processing load that my computer's having to do now is going to be offloaded onto this, which is designed to do just that and can be put through a lot more rigor than we'll be putting it through. So we're good on that, and I'm just tickled to share that with you. You saw it here with me together as we do most things. Tomorrow night we're going to have an interesting theme that Sunbelt Girl has cooked up, and I haven't changed the schedule yet, but I will be changing it while I'm kind of in a lull here waiting on my client to call back. And I'll let Barbara tell you about it in the chat room. But if not, we will announce that. In fact, I'll switch it over just as soon as we go off the air, which right now sounds as good a time as any. I hope I'll be with you tomorrow evening. My world is kind of shaken right now. It just depends on how things unfold, because I have to take care of my client, and he does a lot of text messaging, believe it or not, to Africa. So in Africa right now it's broad daylight. He has people who literally transcribe text messages into emails or or transcribe voice messages into emails and or texts. It's a transcription service because, well, for, whatever. Build the wall. There you go, Sunbelt Girl. And I'll change the schedule accordingly here in a few minutes. But anyway, let's see how things unfold. I've got to work all day tomorrow. I may be working all night tonight. I may be I just don't know when I'm going to get some rest. But we'll go from there. Drove my new truck to work today. By the way, if I drive that, the previous owner, you know how it's got the average mile per gallon? One of the considerations in getting a truck strong enough to carry a 4,000-pound payload is obviously you've got to have more power, and you've got to have a big enough vehicle that the trailer doesn't start pushing the vehicle around. So this was one of the reasons I chose this vehicle over the Nissan Xterra, which could have been a little bit cheaper. But the Nissan Xterra is considerably smaller than the Toyota 4Runner. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's got that average mile per gallon. The average, it was at 18 point something. So they were getting, whoever had been driving this thing was getting about 19 miles to the gallon. I reset it so that it now only measures from here forward, and I got near 30 miles to the gallon. Now, I baby it. I really do. I seldom drive over 50 miles an hour. So it probably realistically is going to get about 23 to 25, but you can get 30 out of it. And I hear a text going off in the background. That's probably my client. And glad we had a little time to share together. Let's y'all have a little fun, and I'll be back with you, well, whenever we can.